Back here on the First Coast in Kingsland, Georgia, flooding caused by Hurricane Irma, as we've been telling you, brought more than just water into homes.
Raw sewage backing up through pipes has flooded multiple homes there, leaving them uninhabitable and leaving those families at their wits' end, as you can imagine. First Coast News reporter Honey Rodriguez is on their side tonight with more.
This is the reality for many families here in Kingsland. They were flooded with sewage water after the storm. As you can see, they've had to gut their entire home. They have no place to live, and they want the city to answer, and they want the city's help. So we invited the mayor, Mayor Smith, to come and take a look for himself.
But I've never felt completely helpless.
After losing everything twice in 11 months.
It was like a nightmare coming back.
A nightmare Tex Gill, a Marine veteran, and his wife Tracy are too familiar with. Sewage backed up in their homes during Matthew, and then again hours before Irma made it to Kingsland.
I was going to all three tubs frantically over and over again to the point where I was exhausted.
All they have left is this pile of trash in a house they can't live in.
I've moved my wife and kids 5 times in the last 3 weeks, from 2 attics to 2 motel rooms to now a duplex.
So we asked the mayor of Kingsland, Kenneth Smith, what's being done to ensure this doesn't happen a third time.
A lot of that takes time and it takes money, but we have been in the process of that for well over a year, and even before Matthew.
But you bring up a good point, time and money. Time that this family doesn't have, and money that they don't have. I mean, you're talking, you said $50,000, and you're looking at least $50,000 again. So in the meantime, they're living, you know, at somebody's home who offered them their house. They can't afford to live anywhere else. So what happened? Where do they go to sleep tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I can't give you that answer. I mean, since you asked that point blank here, I can't give you that answer. That's something we have not sat down and talked about.
But the Gills aren't the only ones in this situation. Last week, we brought you the story of the Kingseys, whose home also flooded with raw sewage and has since been condemned. A few miles away, the Ramsey's family home was also flooded with sewage.
Rebuild and move back in and keep our fingers crossed. I can't live like that.
In the meantime, the Gills applied for FEMA's home acquisition grant to help families with flood-prone property. They are now waiting for the city to do its part by applying for the grant so residents can be eligible.
I don't make a lot of promises, but this is one that I will promise you that we'll follow through. I'll make sure that I follow through on that.
In Kingsland, I'm Honey Rodriguez, First Coast News on your side.